This is the controversial rap group Public Enemy. Their video, Fight the Power, begins with an irreverent take on the 1960 civil rights marches by the group's leader, Chuck D.
Yo, check this out, man. We rolling this way. That march in 1963, that was a bit of nonsense. We ain't rolling like that no more. Matter of fact, the young black America, we rolling up with seminars, press conferences, and straight up rallies. Am I right?
The video then shows what rappers might call some attitude about their style of civil rights march today. Rap was born out of the black neighborhoods when stories were rhymed to a beat. Most often they were about bragging. Now set to music, many have become sophisticated political commentaries. Chuck D and other top rap performers from around the world gathered in New York recently for the annual New Music Seminar.
Our whole point is opening up the channels for communication and information to our people, number one priority, and to everybody else, number two. Now, the media on paper, TV, radio has been poison to our people. Historically, poison.
With power and empowerment as recurring themes, rappers and their supporters hammered home the message that there is a new underground political movement being born, and that more than anything else, the rappers see themselves as its prophets.
Rap music gets directly to the point. It's a dictation and it's a definition on how we living. It's the underground, informational CNN network that black people have never had. And it has only one result. Within 5 to 6 years, the establishment of black intellectualism.
Village Voice critic Greg Tate agrees that rap has offered black youth a new form of communication.
Most rappers in New York really have concern for the communities out of which they come. They don't want drugs, violence, police brutality in their communities, and to the extent that they can speak out about those things, they do, to the extent that they try to redirect the consciousness of young black people away from negative influences, they do.
You don't know me, fool. You disown me, cool.
The rap messages are sometimes brutal and blunt because the rappers say that's how their lives are. Los Angeles rapper Ice-T depicts himself as a gang member in his song Colors. He uses his experience as a real-life gang member to explore the mentality of gangs like Crips and Bloods.
His rationale is he ain't got nothing left, and he's stuck down in here, and his mother doesn't care about him, and his brothers are dying, and his friends are dying, and it's an eye for an eye.
What's that verse that goes, nightmare walking? What is it?
I'm a nightmare walking, psychopath talking, king of my jungle. I'm a gangster stalking.
I am a nightmare walking, psychopath talking, king of my jungle, just a gangster stalking, living life like a firecracker, quick as my fuse. The dead is a death, back the colors I choose. Red or blue, colors or blood, it just don't matter. Sucker dies for your life when my shotgun scatters. The gangs of LA will never die. Just multiply colors.
The heaviest line in the record is, our color's death, though we all want peace, but this war won't end till all wars cease. And what I'm trying to say is that for people that have the attitude you could snap your fingers and end gangs, it's a joke. You can't snap your fingers down in South America. You can't snap your fingers in Northern Ireland. It's a war. Thousands of people have died in that gang situation, but the media hasn't shown it as a war. They show it as kids, and people have the idea that gangs can hit choreographed steps behind Michael Jackson and all kinds of other junk, which aren't true. Gangs kill each other. It's a war. And now there's drugs involved, and it's real serious, it's real sad. But they have soldier mentality. They're willing to go in there and die. And they're very deep into it.
So rather than glorifying violence, what I hear you saying is that you're trying to reflect a certain kind of reality.
That's all there is to reflect. I'm a realist. There's no angle. It's just real.
Tom Silverman is the chairman of Tommy Boy Music, a New York company which first started recording rap nearly a decade ago. Silverman says the words, energy, and images also serve a social purpose.
I have a personal feeling that if rap hadn't been around for the last 10 years, there would be race riots in most major cities in the summers. I think it's a major venting force. It channels a lot of energy from people, and that energy needs to be channeled.
Self-destruction, yeah, for self-destruction. Self-destruction, yeah, for self-destruction.
Perhaps one of the most political raps was one designed to encourage an end to black-on-black violence. Self-Destruction was a joint effort by some of New York's top rap artists, brought together under the banner of the Stop the Violence movement. The video warned blacks to stop robbing and killing each other, to drop their weapons, stop dealing and using drugs, and to go to school. The video began with a message to the media from rapper Kris Parker, also known as Krs-one.
My line is as follows. Well, today's topic, self-destruction, it really ain't the rap audience that's bugging. It's one or two suckers, ignorant brothers, trying to rob and steal from one another.
Well, today's topic, self-destruction, it really ain't the rap audience that's bugging. It's one or two suckers, ignorant brothers, trying to rob and steal from one another. You get caught in the mid. So to crush that stereotype, here's what we did. We got ourselves together so that you could unite and fight for what's right, not negative cause. The way we live is positive. We don't kill our relatives.
For Kris Parker, rap is a medium that can and should teach.
We're reconditioning the mind, the human mind, that's been conditioned for so long, hundreds and hundreds of years, to think a certain way. To think, well, I'm here, this is as far as I go. I said I won't even think beyond my project. I won't even think beyond my block.
Radio stations are questioning places they call themselves black and we'll see if they'll play this. Yo, New York, strong.
Violence has also been associated with rap concerts like this one in Public Enemy's video. But there's been no more violence at rap concerts than at rock and roll concerts around the country. Critic Tate says rappers use violent images and themes, but should only draw concern or alarm when they glorify brutality.
There's a new group out now, NWA. There are a few things on their records that, to me, just condone the whole kind of blood sport killing that's going on among the gangs. If you listen to their records, it's clear that this is the way they've chosen to package themselves, to promote themselves, to sell records, to come on like the hardest of the hard and the baddest of the bad, and to really create no moral distance between the kind of violence that they dramatize in their records and the violence that's going on in the streets.
The possibility of confused messages is what worries George Butler, a vice president at CBS Records specializing in jazz artists.
Because of the vicious circle of poor education, indigent neighborhoods, drugs, unemployment, underemployment, kids just saw no way out of that to enjoy some kind of, or to enjoy some of the luxuries of life. And this rap afforded them a vehicle to make statements about some of the ills of society, some of the things that they were totally against and wanted to be heard. And of course, thought the best way to do that was by way of shock treatments. And that could be misleading to a young person who's impressionable.
Punk executioner, pull the lever.
Ice-T, for one, pleads guilty to shock lyrics. Prime example, his record I'm Your Pusher, in which Ice-T casts himself as a dope dealer.
We're selling dope till we succeeded. Dope beats and lyrics, ain't no beepers needed. For this drug deal, I'm the big wheel. The dope selling you, don't smoke your peel.
What does that mean, and what is that saying to young people?
Well, the dope they're talking about is the dope lyrics, because right now, dope is a slang in hip-hop that means something so good it'll get you high. So I made a record called I'm Your Pusher, where I said I'm not selling drugs, I'm selling dope music. Get a high off the music. You don't need drugs.
Is that the message that goes to the kids?
Definitely. You couldn't find a kid in the United States that thinks Ice-T pushes drugs or says anything other than that. But see, this music is misunderstood, by other people, and they don't understand it. And I think rap kids love it, the fact that mama don't understand everything that's going on. That's what makes it theirs. Because as soon as pops can sit down and understand everything, it's not cool any longer.
Next best radio station, 107.5 WBLS. Here's the band draws.
Rap artists have long complained that radio stations had been slow to play their songs or even program rap at all. One of New York's biggest black music stations, WBLS, only plays rap on Friday and Saturday evenings. Program director Ray Boyd says he limits the play of rap music because his more mainstream general audience isn't into rap.
Adults do not care for rap to the same degree that young people do. Radio stations now have become more targeted in their demographics, and some of the songs have content that even if you loved rap music, you couldn't play it.
What's the basic problem?
Primarily profanity. There's still a lot of rap groups that are providing product that is playable and product that you don't have a problem sending the audience to buy.
Don't be afraid and alarm and just press it.
But even without the backing of mainstream radio, rap music is rapidly growing far beyond its original constituency, transcending neighborhood, national, and international boundaries.
What I like about rap is the rap that is positive, the rap that is conscious of a revolution concept.
It's happening, it moves, it's great.
I just like the beat, really. You know, sometimes the lyrics have a lot to say.
Is it big in Japan? Like getting bigger.
We got to make a force here.
So we are trying to make it bigger, right?
They can relate to it. I mean, we talk about stuff that they've seen or been through, or, you know, we direct our music to the youth. And I don't think anybody else really directs their music to the youth like we do.
Latifah is a name meaning delicate and sensitive, but I have no problem formulating sentences to break it down to the ground. I won't use violence, the color of this is brown, and I am down, but never down and out, so don't try to turn me inside out.
Our freedom of speech is freedom of thought. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power.
It's still too early to tell whether rap's provocative messages will have a social or political impact. But the messages are relentless, and so are the messengers.
Fight the power!